Well, today we're thrilled to have an incredibly talented artist joining us, Mr. Stephen Stanley. You know him from his hits like Rest in the Father and No Hopeless So, and now he's back with a powerful new project. His brand new album, Trustfall, drops on the 25th, and we're going to be talking about the inspiration on the album and the journey that God has him on. And Stephen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. So when you Google your name, Stephen Stanley, I don't know if you know this, but there is a indie Canadian band that pops up called Lowest of the Low with another dude named Stephen Stanley. And I listened to some of their music the other day, and it's pretty interesting. Does a lot of people think that you were Canadian at one time?
No, I've messaged that guy a few times and commented on videos, but he never responded. I don't think he appreciates it very much, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And then both of you ended up in the music industry, you know?
Yeah, I think there's like a politician or a senator that's named Stephen Stanley and some other people, but yeah, we're the only two Stephen Stanley music people. That's
and you're
great.
the inventor of the Stanley Cup, so...
Is that
yes,
it?
That is my grandfather's company. No.
yeah, something like that. Oh man,
dude, what is it with Stanley Cups? But I was at a birthday party for a friend, and she got the biggest Stanley Cup I've ever seen, and just freaked out. I don't get it. It's just kind of a big cup. It's just
yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna joke. This might be the redneck in me coming out. But at first, and my wife has the Stanley Cups y'all are talking about. But at first, when Stanley Cup was said, I was thinking of the trophy, the Stanley Cup.
That's what I just until 5 seconds ago, I thought that's what you all were talking about. And I was like, we got some hockey fans. I've never watched a hockey game in my life.
No, the Stanley
great.
and everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, like, everybody rushed out to get them at Targets and stuff, and then there was lead in all the cups, and so that's kind of funny.
Man, yeah, there we go.
That's probably what it is. You know what the guy version of a Stanley Cup is? It's those like thick plastic cups that you used to get like if you go to a pro football game or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
Mm-hmm.
a Tervis?
They have like a graphic design on them or something, and they're big. That's the guy version of a Stanley Cup, I think.
I used to walk around after the game was over and collect them and take them home and wash them. And I had like
that's
6
what my
cups.
dad did. That's what my dad still. That's what my dad still does. We actually we went to Post Malone's Raising Cane's in Dallas, and that's what the Raising Cane cups are. And
Yeah,
it's perfect. I got like 5 of them when I
Like
Those
$10
are
a
good
cup,
cups.
man. They just leave them behind.
Yeah, bro.
But the problem with those
Expensive
cups, because I like those cups too. Like I'll grab them and take them. I like to drink water out of them. But I find them in the bathtub because my daughters will be like, "Oh, it's bath time. Let's take Dad's cup." They never use the Stanley.
Yeah.
They always grab the Star Wars cup from 2003 or whatever. You know.
You know, this is the best podcast ever. I'm sure it's so fascinating for them to hear us
we're
talk
gonna-
about cups for 5 minutes.
You have no idea what you just got yourself into by being here, bro.
I love this. This is great.
Well, okay. Well,
Next, we're going to talk about Bigfoot. No.
Yeah, no,
Let's do it. Hey,
It's
let's go.
politics and then Bigfoot. All right, it's politics and then Bigfoot. Wait.
I love it. Let's do it all. Let's talk about tariffs. Come on.
yeah.
Man, it's a hot button right there. Here we go. Oh man,
We're going to go after them.
it's gonna be huge. Here we go.
This is
Oh
great.
man, this is
Perfect.
awesome. Well, let's talk real quick so we can get into we can go back to Bigfoot later. But I do want to talk a little bit about your upcoming album, Trustfall. So you've been releasing singles on it. We've been keeping up with you there. Loving the new sound. Well, not a new sound, man. I, before we talk about it, I gotta say, man, sometimes you'll come out with a single, and I'm like, dude, this guy rocks. And it'll be like such a heavy, like punchy song, and then you release like something that I'm like, is that the same? Like, did I just play the same thing? And I love it, man. I love your range. I love your music, and so I want to hear about Trustfall, kind of the heart behind it, what God has walked you through to write this album. What's been that journey?
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking to that, I really wanted to play with genre with this record, and when everything's out, it'll kind of make sense if you listen to it from the first song to the last song. I have it like where it switches genres kind of slowly throughout the record. So that's one big thing I wanted to do. But the whole record, I mean, it's called Trustfall, and it's about trust, and it's all about faith. And I sort of discovered when the first album came out, Divided Frame of Mind, that there's a lot of people listening to the music that are either on the fence about Jesus or, maybe they're just an atheist and don't believe at all.
Mm-hmm.
I got all kinds of messages in 2023 and 2024 that were just like, wow, this feels like ministry and I need to lean into this more. And I got one message in October or November. It was after the first single came out, Gonna Have to Trust You. This girl DM'd me on Instagram and said, I was on the edge of a parking garage ready to jump. And all of a sudden your song started playing. I don't know how the song started playing, but she said the song started playing and I decided not to do it. I was like, that's insane. That's who I'm trying to minister to. That's who I'm trying to reach. And, it goes into the record. It's my own personal struggles with faith and trust and learning to trust God. I think we all have to do that sometimes, especially when things aren't looking great. So, yeah, every song on this album has something to do with trust.
Yeah, what's the writing process normally look like for you? Are you the guy who writes something down, sits on it for 5 months, or are you just a knock it out in one night type person? What does that look like for you when you're writing a song?
Sometimes. I mean, I love to write a song in 5 minutes. That's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
But they're all different. Like the song Signs, that was a song I wrote in 2021 where I ended up, I think it was mid 2024, I took all of the, or whenever it was, I took all those lyrics and I basically deleted them all and I kept the last line of the chorus that we had originally written in 2021 and rewrote the whole song over again in like 2 weeks, something like that. So, and then sometimes it is that like you sit down and you write a song in a night and it's almost, it's 90% done, something like that. But so it really varies just song to song.
So tell us about the song Hell or High Water. What's the story behind that one?
Yeah, that was, I believe, the last song I wrote for the album. There's a band that I'm a huge fan of and have been for a while, the band Camino. Have you all heard of them?
Mm-hmm.
Someone at the record label knew those guys, so we had the drummer and one of the producers come and write. And I brought this demo that was kind of like super rock and roll, like heavy kind of song, and we were playing it, and they weren't feeling it, and I wasn't really feeling it either. And I've always wanted this song sonically that I've been chasing for a while. It's like really reverbed vocals and acoustic and really soft. And I don't do the growl necessarily. I don't like scream almost, and just have it kind of lay back and be a little darker. And almost, I was looking for that song on the album that's like when you're watching a movie and the good guy's watching and the bad guy's got the girl and the good guy doesn't know what he's going to do next and everything seems kind of down and like you don't know what's going to happen. That's kind of the song I was looking for the album to kind of happen. I guess it's sort of towards the beginning, but I was looking for that part of the story of the album. And I think that song fits super well, and it's definitely different for me, sonically.
Well, Stephen, this is a fan-based podcast, and so we will have our listeners and viewers writing questions quite a bit. And we had a fan of yours, and his name is Troy from Mississippi, and he wants to know the story behind your song, "A Lifeline."
Lifeline. Oh, wow. That's actually when we wrote that in 2020, I think. I remember I just signed a record deal and I had this Zoom. Everything was shut down because it was COVID time.
It's COVID.
So a lot of my songwrites, what's COVID? But a lot of my songwrites were over Zoom and nothing was really in person. So we got online with all these songwriters and I was new. It was kind of like introducing me to a bunch of Nashville writers and everything. They kind of threw it out there. They're like, hey, Stephen's writing for an EP and we're looking for songs. This guy, Colby Wedgeworth, who's written all kinds of hits. He's got like a bunch of number ones and I know with like Jordan Feliz and like so many different people. He actually pitched me that song, and it was like the verse and the chorus of that song. And then I came in and we wrote verse 2 and the bridge together. But he had also struggled a lot with mental health, and we really connected over that and just what we were going through. And I was learning about some things that I was going through, meeting with a counselor. My counselor just introduced this thing called flooding. Basically, like I have a lot of thoughts and questions, and everything kind of comes into my mind at the same time. And it's like overload, fight or flight mode kicks in, and it can cause you to have severe anxiety. And he was having that same struggle, so we wrote it together, and it was I haven't talked about that song in a while.
It's been a while. Stephen, what's been some of the music that has impacted you in recent years? Who are you listening to? Who are those artists that are speaking your language?
I'll tell you what, I listened to Stephen Wilson Jr. recently.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting more into like country music, and his record "Son of Dad." I listened in the airport the other day. I just listened to the whole thing, just waiting on my plane, and that was pretty cool. Bon Iver. In the past couple of years, I've really gotten into him. I'm trying to think. What's the name of this new project? I'm gonna look it up so I get the name right. But if y'all haven't listened to this, it's really cool. It's Joel Houston, AMXN Radio.
Yeah. It's a lot different than Hillsong.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he's one of the best songwriters ever. But that record, the stuff he's putting out there is really cool. I'm trying to think of any. If I've got some other things here. John Bellion, Sons of Sunday. That EP they dropped. Oh my gosh!
Listen, they're
very, very sick.
It's kind of not fair though, because they're kind of like the Tom Brady Patriots when they won the 15 Super Bowls in a row. It's like, come on, you stack the deck there.
It's great. It's a great idea. I mean, dude,
awesome.
The more great music we can have in Christian music, I mean, it's great. It's great.
They're killing it.
There is something happening in Christian music right now where we're getting so much, not even just people that are like the Brandon Lakes and everything, but there's so much like indie Christian music, like young people coming into it. It's amazing. Steve Blair at Apple, he's like the head of Christian music over there. He said Christian music is the second fastest growing genre at Apple Music now.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Well, I mean, I think it's kind of reflecting culture. I'm seeing a lot of, in secular circles, talking about faith, talking about Jesus. It's neat because it's like this new thing. It's like they're kind of waking up and seeing it. Yeah. Well, now I feel like a hipster. Like, I've been serving Jesus since before it was cool. It's like,
well, no, you saw like in the past 5 years, a lot of music has just been like openly satanic. Like they're not even like hiding it.
Right. Yeah.
You'll see it in imagery, and so it's just the culture's balancing out and being like, hey, maybe that's not.
That's not like giving me what I thought it was going to give me. It's leading me to a place I don't want to be. I thought it was going to be, I thought the answers were here or something, but it's just left me, wanting more. So,
I saw this TikTok. It wasn't a Christian creator or anything, but it was a TikTok of like you're at a hip hop festival and you're listening to like what the guys are saying on stage, and they just keep saying like "Hail Satan" or something. And the reaction, he's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm just here for the beat. What are you talking about?
Just play the guitar, dude. Man, move on. Hey man, so I was looking on through a few of your songs, and I love going to the comment sections when I'm listening on YouTube or even YouTube Music or Spotify. I love going to the comments and seeing what other people are getting out of songs. And so I did that with you and a few of your singles. And I want to read a few to you because we're a fan-based podcast, and I want to let you know what some of your fans are saying and then kind of get your thoughts on what they're saying. The first one was kind of funny to me because he said, "Who?" All capitals. "Who is this?" Stephen Stanley. Pretty sure this dude has the same name as my orthodontist. "And you have a gift. Thank you."
I like it.
Is what he said. And then the next one, the next, so there's also a Stephen Stanley orthodontist, not just a Canadian indie band artist either. There's an orthodontist. This other person said, I'm in a really dark place in my life and faith, and the ability to surrender my life and pray is hard. But blasting this song in my truck and crying out all of my sins is a beginning. This song is raw desperation and love. Thank you. And I got one more for you. It says, this song, your words, allowed me to be honest with God for the first time in my life. Brutally honest. I was certain he would never want that. Turns out his love and grace were waiting for me. Stephen, God used this song to lead me to him. Thank you. So when you read stuff like that, or you hear this after shows, what does that mean to you? Like, just to be used by God in your ministry? And that?
Well, I mean, sometimes I've got a tour coming up, which is really the first time I'm going to be able to like see people, and actually hear from them, like, you know, what's been going on in their life and how the music is affecting them. But being here, you know, I'm just on social media. It's like almost like it's not real. But when I read comments like that, it's like what God is doing and how he's using me is effective. And, you know, that's ultimately, we talked about that earlier. That's what I'm trying to do is I think music can be that seed planter and that thing that pushes somebody to the next level of finding out more about, you know, who Jesus is or finding a church. So it's why I do it, you know, is stories like that.
That's awesome, man. Before we get into, I got one more question, and then we have something a little more fun to do. But you got to work with Tommy Prophet, right? Recently, epic musician, genius, musical genius. What was that like working with him? Because it was "I'll Carry You." What was that like working with Tommy? Cool dude too. I was super intimidated the first time I met him because I've looked up to him for so long, and he was just so cool. He was so chill. I was like, oh, what was I worried about? Oh
yeah, he's just the chillest guy with a life-size Iron Man and a cow. He's got a cow room in his studio. He is like the most. I mean, I would call him like one of my heroes. And I'm texting him like at least definitely while I was making the record, I was texting him a few times a week, just asking questions and everything. But we did "I'll Carry You." I had written that song and I showed it to a few people and they're like, no, we don't like this song. It's like, okay. I saved it for him. I was like, when I meet Tommy, I will show him this song. And if he hates it, that's fine. But if he wants to do it, that's who I think should do it. And that happened. We got set up on this sync camp randomly, and I showed him that song, and we made it that day. And yeah, it was incredible. And then we had this other song that I sent him like 2 years ago that I had written, and I you know, we just haven't had a second to get to it. So I guess 2 weeks ago we got to work on that song. And then we did another song that I can't talk about that is the most, like, one of the best things I've ever been a part of. It's going to be so amazing. I cannot wait.
You can't talk about it because it's a Christmas song? Is that what it is? Are you on his next Christmas album?
Yeah,
is that what
next
it is?
Birth of a King.
Come on.
The fifth. I can't talk. I really can't. I really can't talk about it. But that's cool. It's awesome though. It is worth it. It is worth it.
Cool. That's awesome.
It's gonna be great.
Oh wait, that's me, guys. I'm sorry. Well, we edit and post. It's all good. Well, Stephen, we like to do something with our first time guests. Our fans enjoy it, but it's a favorite things segment. We're gonna mention a category, and if you could let us know what your favorite thing is in that category, gives our fans a chance to know a little bit more about you. Okay. This is the favorite one that we have, I think. Do you have a favorite food?
Spaghetti. Italian food.
Yeah. Meatballs or no meatballs?
I like meatballs. They're good.
Are you a Parmesan sprinkler?
Sprinkler. I'm a Parmesan dumper.
Don't.
Jesse, he does this.
Angel hair pasta or just regular pasta?
Jesse,
There's so many. Listen, there's subcategories here. Okay.
Just the regular. Just the regular. Angel
regular,
hair
okay,
makes me feel strange.
Well, and this too. That was cute.
And then
Yeah.
sprinkler. He's like, nah, I'm just.
Steve,
Hold
do
it
you,
in there.
do you have a favorite movie?
Yes. You want the real answer or the nice answer?
We want
The
the
real.
real answer.
All right, my favorite like franchise movie is Star Wars, and other than like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, I think Goodfellas is probably my favorite movie, which I'm not supposed to say ever.
But they're
But
all
there
good,
it
like
is.
epics, like these epic films.
Just the Angel Studios version where you can bleep it. You know?
Yeah.
So you get to watch 30 seconds of the whole movie.
Yeah, 30 seconds of the whole movie. Hear Joe Pesci
credits.
talk. The credits. You can watch the credits.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing
That's
called was it Angel Sky where it would like bleep out all the was it Angel Sky?
Vid
Yeah,
Angel.
that still
Okay.
exists. Yeah,
Does it really? Oh wow.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
All right. Do you have a favorite show to binge?
The Office, for sure.
There you go. And then The
Yeah.
Chosen, right?
Yeah.
And then
And then the Chosen.
Chosen. Hey, don't knock the Chosen.
No,
No,
it's good.
They that's like the Chosen's like, what if we made Game of Thrones but made it about Jesus? It's
yeah.
like this. I can't wait for this newest season too. I'm gonna go to the theater if I can.
Yeah.
We had somebody on here a few years ago, and we asked them what their favorite show was, and they named like 3 different like shows that my kids could never watch. And then they said, "Oh, I probably should say that." And then The Chosen.
It's like, cut that last part out.
I don't know if you could binge the Chosen though. Like, I mean,
It's on.
Maybe.
It's on Prime.
I think
Yeah,
I
but
did
I'm
the
talking-
first season because
I'm talking.
Oh,
Could you
yeah.
watch that all day, like in the background while you're cooking?
No,
Nah.
I feel like
this is
that's
my
more
favorite
like
part. This is my favorite part.
like when I watch Lord of the Rings trilogy, I have to sit down and nobody can bother me until I've watched all 3. Like it's like a day thing.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
nerd alert with me and Jesse when it came out, they remastered it and did the uncut editions in the theaters not long ago.
Yeah.
And me and my
yeah.
brother Jesse, we went. And it was 3 nights in a row, like 7:30 to I don't think we got out until like midnight because they were each like 4.5
awesome.
hours long.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
But we saw them all remastered on the big screen again.
Jesse wore
it
his
was
elf ears.
it was great.
Dude,
It was
I,
all the extended cuts.
Yeah.
Is that what
Oh,
you
yeah.
said?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
I snuck
it was
in my
great.
elf ears and I put them on when Chris wasn't looking, when it was dark, and I looked over at him in the middle of the movie and it flashed, and he was like, "What?" He's like, "I can't believe I'm with you right now." It was one of my more
Oh,
proud
man.
moments.
There you go.
So, anyways, yeah, we're nerds. Do you
No,
have a
me too. I love it.
Do you have a favorite
I like it.
artist of all time? Musical artist?
Yeah. Hans Zimmer. I know that's kind of an answer, but I just went to his concert. Best concert I've ever been to.
Wow.
In my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I
awesome.
bet.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know he was still alive.
He is. He's very
Okay.
much
Wow.
alive.
Well, I just know because I've heard that name forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Oh, I mean, he's been around. Yeah. Since, I mean, he's been
He's only in the
doing movie stuff
60s.
for
I
the
think.
80s.
oh, is he?
Yeah, I think he's
wow.
only
Yeah,
in the
50s,
60s.
What did he start when
Yeah.
he was 10?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's like John Williams. He's still going, and he's like in his 90s.
He's like 98. He's like
Yeah.
98 or 99, something like that.
Yeah, that was a good documentary on him on
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yep.
Do you have a dream duet?
Trying to get all the joke answers out of my brain.
We like to hear those too.
Dream duet.
Anybody from The Chosen?
Jonathan Rumi.
Jonathan Rumi.
Dream duet. Honestly, this one on, not to bring it back to the record, but this was something I wanted to do. The Flurry singing on a track. I thought that was. I was really pumped to see that. Adele would be really crazy,
Would be.
but I would be like nothing in that song.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Yeah, but don't make fun of me.
We
Mint
can't
chocolate
promise.
chip.
Vanilla.
Oh, y'all all leaned in when I said that. Just like,
Is it sherbet?
nah, man,
That's
it's
not
worse.
ice cream. Oh no! What's worse than sugar? Don't tell
Look,
us.
you
It's,
fucking make fun of me. Listen, I was homeschooled, okay? We didn't
Oh,
get ice
man.
cream all the time. It's cotton candy. I like cotton candy.
All
Okay.
right, okay, that's not
Wait,
bad.
where do
No,
you
it's-
find
it's
that
good.
regularly? I feel like
There's
that's like a
a-
special flavor, right?
Like y'all have Cold Stone Creamery. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got it there. It's pretty
Bro,
good.
bro, we're in Kentucky. We don't have much fancy stuff. What are you talking about?
We have
They
Cold
got it at
Stone.
Dairy Queen too.
I'm just messing with
Seasonally,
you.
they got it at Dairy Queen. Yeah.
No, yeah, I've had it before.
No,
Hey, listen, you know what? For me, there's the one that my kids, I secretly am so happy when they pick it at the store when I let them pick ice cream. Is Superman ice cream.
Oh yeah.
It's
I don't even know what
like-
that tastes like.
It's like everything.
Like red dye.
It's
Yeah, it's
like
too
everything.
confusing to look at, and I just can't handle it.
For some reason, I just when they pick it, I get so excited because I know for those few moments I'm gonna feel like I'm
Kid.
8 years old again, and it just reminds me of my
I
childhood.
literally was about to say I just went to the mountains this past last year, and we went to one of those touristy places where you have to like the kill ones or whatever, and I got a Superman 2 double scoop on a waffle cone, and I was like, my
happy
wife was
kid.
like, "Are you a child right now?" I was like, I mean, I have kids right here. I'm going to say it's for them, but it's definitely for me.
I've never tried it. I'm telling you, it's
You
too
need to
many
try it.
colors.
I need to
It's
try
just-
it.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes and take a bite. It's good.
Yeah.
When
That's
when
good.
hey Stephen, when Jesse eats it, he sprinkles a little Parmesan on
I
it.
sprinkle little sprinkles. Little sprinkles. Oh man, I'm never gonna live that
Great.
one down.
Love it.
Last one. Do you have a favorite podcast, or do you or
Christian
some
music
podcasts
guys.
that you enjoy? Oh man,
Of
this guy
course.
got the email. He got the email and everything. Look at him.
Are you only
You can. I mean, listen. We'll take it.
We'll take it.
We'll
Yeah,
take
that's
it.
final answer. Final answer, man. Come on.
Man, love it.
Let's go. Next question.
That was it for the favorite things that you
Oh,
passed.
no, I got. Oh, I'm sorry. I got another one.
Oh, he has another one.
You're gonna be in Covington, Kentucky. Are we gonna go hang out at the Ark?
Sure.
It's like
Yeah.
30 minutes away. Have you been to the Ark yet?
I haven't been there yet. No, my dad has said it was awesome. But
It is awesome.
if we
Go to the Ark.
if we have an off day, yeah, definitely.
Bro,
That would be awesome.
we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You can actually meet Noah. He's there.
Really?
Cosplay, man. We walk around to get the Bible. It's like Disney.
Bro, I
but-
think you're saying things.
He's
man.
like Noah's like John Williams. He's like here forever.
Like Willie Nelson, 185.
Bro, that guy, he's got to be.
Great.
He's
All right. Well, Stephen, what is next for you? I know you said you had a tour coming up, but what's next for you, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
Yeah, Stephen Stanley music across everything. Got a tour, 26 cities across America, and my album comes out in 16 days. And yeah, and I just had a kid, which is crazy too.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Like a month ago. So that's
This is number
past,
2
but
for
that's
you.
still ongoing. Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Well, congratulations, man.
And then you
That's
got-
awesome.
Thank
working on that Christmas song with Tommy. That's cool.
How do you know it's a Christmas song, man?
But that's what we want it to be.
That's
it
what
could
we're
be an
speaking.
Easter song. It could be an end time song, bro. For all you know, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, now that's a genre that needs to come back.
I pitched him that. I was like, dude, you got because he's got the fall coming out right now, which is
Yeah.
like Genesis. He's got Birth of a King. Then we need to do a Resurrection album, and then
Come
we
on.
need to do an end times end of the world
Yeah.
Revelation
How
record.
You need to
awesome
bring
would
back
that
the
be?
people get ready. Jesus is coming.
That's right. He does. Yeah, it's like the fall, and then you go Birth of the King, Resurrection of a King, and then Return of the King at the end. I think it'd be great.
Be like
Return of the King, I
it's
like
a
that.
shout out to LOTR, Return of the
Yeah,
King.
little Return
Yeah,
of the King.
exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I
man.
swear.
Hey, listen, if you let us, we can help pretty much plan the rest of your career, bro. You know,
That'd be great.
I
Yeah.
got you. We
He'll
got
let us do it.
And so Stephen, to wrap up, we'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help encourage and build up our listeners and our viewers' faith.
Totally. I think, for me, I've just felt overwhelmed by everything. Like I just said, my wife just had a baby, and that was crazy. And with that came a lot. We had this crazy birth. Epidural didn't work, and my wife started losing blood right after she gave birth, and it was super scary. And my son, y'all pray for him. He's got a club foot, if you don't know what that is, it's basically if this is the bottom of your foot, his is like curled around like that and been out of shape. So he's got to have surgeries. And then also spent a year making an album. And we've got a 26 city tour where I'm going to be gone for 7 weeks straight. And so I'm just completely, I'm excited, but I am extremely overwhelmed. And it goes to what the album is about. It's about trust. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I'm kind of having to trust God with a lot of things because I have control over nothing.
Yeah.
Well, Stephen, thank you so much for chatting with us. Trustfall comes out on the 25th. We're real excited about it. And yeah, man, had a good time. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.